I'm Melissa and welcome to my kitchen. So Halloween and fall is upon us and it's my favorite time of the year. The leaves are changing and everything gets super pumpkin-y. So right now I'm gonna make a couple recipes for a party that I'm going to tonight, and I'm taking a few treats and I think you are really going to enjoy them. So first I'm gonna start off with hard-boiled eggs. I'm gonna make pumpkin eggs, deviled eggs. And so I'm gonna get my stovetop going. And in here I've got a dozen just regular eggs in regular water, and I just barely covered them in cold water. So I just turn the heat on and I'm gonna wait for them to come to a rolling boil. When they start boiling, we're going to let them boil for 2 minutes, turn the heat off, we're gonna let them sit in this water for 9 minutes, and then we're gonna give them an ice bath. So while that's going, I'm gonna make a pumpkin fruit dip. So I bought this pie pumpkin at the store and I have hollowed it out. And this is gonna be the vessel that we're gonna use to put our pumpkin pie dip in. So I've got 2 blocks of cream cheese and 4 cups of powdered sugar. And we're just going to beat this together. And I did it separate because you just wanna add it in a little at a time because I don't want powdered sugar going everywhere, right? So let's get that going. I got this all mixed together and I added a couple tablespoons of milk to kind of thin it out a little bit because it's going to be just like icing and that's a little bit hard to work with. So just a couple tablespoons of milk. And I've got pumpkin pie spice to add to it, and this is where it gets pumpkin-y. So I got 1 tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice and 1 tablespoon of ginger. Well, really about a half tablespoon of ginger. It's pretty strong. All right, and we're just gonna mix that together. And it's so pretty, and it's gonna look so pretty in our little pumpkin. All right, so as that comes together, and also our eggs are boiling, so I'm gonna set a timer for 2 minutes and let them boil. The good thing about the eggs is they don't have the green ring around them, because I hate that one. I don't like seeing that. Okay, so this really does look like the cinnamon top, the icing on a cinnamon. Okay, I'm gonna get these out of the way. And I'm just going to fold in our Cool Whip topping. And just kind of take it a spoon at a time. You don't want to overwork it. You just want it to just come together. And it kind of melts into it and it becomes super yummy and super fluffy. So that is how this is supposed to start looking. Look how pretty that is. You see it? All right, and we're just gonna keep adding the Cool Whip. And I've got 2 cartons of Cool Whip. So I've got 2 blocks of cream cheese, 4 cups of powdered sugar, a tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice, half a tablespoon of ginger, and 2 cartons of Cool Whip. And if you need any of these recipes, they'll be down below, right in the link, and you can just click on it, and all these recipes will pull up. Okay, let's get the last little bit in here. And I think this is going to be amazing. And how cute for our little pumpkin. See, even the little pie pumpkins have uses. So, get this all incorporated, and you can see the little bits of cinnamon. And as a matter of fact, I think at the end I might add a little bit more spice to the top. Just want to make sure this is completely mixed together. Okay, so I've got this all incorporated and I tasted it and I actually thought it needed a little bit more pumpkin spice. So I added 1 more tablespoon, and you can add all the pumpkin spice that you want to because it's never hurt anybody. And while this was going on, our hard-boiled eggs were actually done boiling, so their 2 minutes were up. I've set the timer, I turned the heat off, set the timer for 9 minutes. So we've got about 3 more minutes until these are done. And then we're going to immerse them into an ice bath to stop the cooking process and let that eggshell loosen up around the eggs. So let's get this all plated. Okay, so we're just gonna pile it in. And like I said, these are just pumpkin, or little pie pumpkins that I bought. They were like $2, something like that. And I thought they would be really pretty to put our filling in. And I've got some fruit and some graham crackers to put with this. And I think your friends and family will love this. It's good for little kids too. They're getting their fruit. Okay. Okay, so clean this little guy up around the sides. And I'm gonna put his little lid on. Tell me how super cute that is. Is that not adorable? Okay, so I've got some pretty red grapes. And I kept them on their stem so people can kind of like do their own thing with them. And we're just gonna kind of lay them around them. And I'm telling you, little kids, everybody is going to love this. I got a few extras that we can just place back here in the back. And then, of course, strawberries. And I kept them whole. I just gave them a quick wash, kind of scrubbed them down a little bit. And just lay these guys right on the outside. Like that. Look how pretty. It really is super pretty. Okay. And finally, I've also got a couple graham crackers. I'm just gonna lay these little guys like that. And there you go. So this is number one, our first. So this is gonna be your final presentation, and I think it looks really pretty. And I do think that everybody at your family and your get together is going to love this. Okay, on to our eggs. So our eggs are done, the 9 minutes is up. I got an ice bath here going, which is some ice cubes and a little bit of cold water. So we're gonna grab our tongs, and I'm just gonna place each egg into the ice bath, and it's gonna stop the cooking process. And this is going to eliminate any green ring around the yolk of the egg. Nobody wants to see that. Whenever you're getting ready, it just doesn't look pretty, and this is gonna make your presentation look so much prettier. All right, so that is going to sit for about 15 minutes because you want the shell to loosen up around the egg, and it's gonna make it a lot easier to peel. Okay, so we're gonna set this aside and on to our next recipe, which is going to be little Frankensteins. Okay, so our chocolate is melted and it's time. And I found these cute little guys at the Dollar General, dollar store, or whatever. And I just put it on my little bat plate. I think it looks like a bat. To me it does anyway. It might be a spider web, whatever. So let's get our Frankensteins going. So I've got my green melted candy and I've got my ho-hos. So we're just gonna dip this guy. Let the excess kind of off of it. You want to give it a couple seconds because you want it to harden a little bit. And then I've got candy over here for his little hair. So we've got some sanding sugars. I've got purple and green. And then I've got blue little dots. I don't know what they're called. I think they're called jimmies. I'm not really sure. But for his little hair. So then we're going to go in with the guy like that. Kind of roll it around because it'll clump. Here we go. See how cute he is? All right, so I'm gonna lay him down here like that. And I've got candy corn to put in for his little bolts. Like that. And let's get the other side. Probably shouldn't have put him down. There we go. And candy little eyeballs. So this is something that your kids can help you with, and I think everybody's gonna love them, and they're super cute little guys. So there's our little Frankensteins, and they're super simple to make. It's something your whole family could get involved with, so like the kids get in there and get their hands dirty and all chocolatey. Okay, so our eggs are finished, and look how pretty they are, and they peeled perfectly. And the trick is to leave them in the ice bath for about 15 minutes, and then while you're peeling them, you want to run them under cold water and just kind of roll them a little bit to get the cracking process started. And then they come off. It's like butter. All right, so now we're gonna make deviled pumpkin eggs. So what I'm gonna do is I just got my knife in. We're just gonna cut, and look how perfect. No green ring, nothing. They're absolutely beautiful. So we're gonna pop those in, and I'm just gonna put them on my pretty little pumpkin tray so we can fill them right on the tray. Okay guys, I have all of the eggs halved and all of my yolks are in this bowl. So I'm just mashing them up, trying to get the big chunks out so that you got a really creamy filling. All right, so I'm just about done with the big pieces. Now in my deviled eggs, I use relish, and I love the sweetness that it brings out in the deviled eggs. So let's get that started. So I'm gonna use about a half a cup of mayonnaise, maybe 3/4 of a cup because I love mayonnaise. So, and it just, you have to have the component of mayonnaise and lots of it. All right, get that stirred together. All right, now I'm gonna add my sweet pickle relish, which is my favorite thing to go with egg yolks. Egg yolks are just amazing. I mean, there's what can you really go wrong with an egg yolk, no matter how they're cooked. So about 1 tablespoon. I'm gonna use and just kind of just stir it together and just keep going at it. You gotta keep stirring it just to get that consistency that you want and the thickness. You don't want them runny, but you don't want them super thick. I mean, you want to be able to pipe them through a piping bag. All right. I almost forgot to add the sugar in here. You have to have that little bit of sweetness. I like mine sweeter. You can leave out the sugar if you don't. So I'm going to add 1 tablespoon, maybe not quite a tablespoon, 3/4 of a tablespoon, and mix that in. And I'm gonna give it a quick taste, see if it needs anything else added. See what we got. I think a little bit more mustard. All right. And I think we're gonna be good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. I have my food coloring here somewhere. All right, and see how pretty and pale yellow that is? That's really a pretty color. All right, and red food coloring, because we've got the pale yellow, so you don't need to add orange, and they don't really make an orange. I even looked for food gel coloring. They didn't make it. So I'm gonna a couple drops of red and mix it. I know that looks super red, but it won't after a while. See how pale it's starting to look? Like it is a little pinky also. And if that happens, you can add more yellow food coloring if you get it too red. But I think this is a pretty color. This is about as good as you're gonna get when it comes to trying to make an orange with your egg yolks, from what I've been able to see or find. Okay. Now, we've got our piping bag. I'm just going to spoon in our egg yolks into the piping bag. This is gonna be a little bit messy. It's taken me a couple tries to get it right, or it leaks out of the bottom, or you know, fun stuff happens in the kitchen sometimes. All right, and I think that's good. And I'm gonna let this sit in the fridge for 10 minutes so it kind of solidifies and all the flavors start to meld. And I'm gonna get back, we're gonna start piping. And we're done. That one's a little, all right. All right guys, so our eggs are almost done. There's a couple added touches that you're gonna wanna do for them though, to make them just in the season. So I'm chopping up some green onion. And I don't know if you can guess where we're going with this, but these are gonna be our stems. Super cute, right? All right, so we're just gonna take a little piece and place it up on top like that. So everybody's gonna get a little bit of the onion too. So it's balanced, it's all gonna balance out with the yolk, the sugar, the relish, the mayo, and now the onion. And look how cute our little pumpkins are. Are those not adorable? I'm telling you, people are gonna love these. These recipes are gonna be a hit at any party that you go to this Halloween season. And you know Halloween, this one's kind of upside down, so I'm gonna do it like that. You know Halloween is the best, right? All right. Okay, hold on. And to finish them off, this is the last little touch, is paprika. So we're just gonna take a little bit of paprika and sprinkle them over the top. You wanna try and get it on the orange part as much as you can. I know it's it's a little tricky, but you can do it. You're supposed to season high, but not when you're trying to season just the pumpkin. And they're so pretty and so yummy. That's the best part, is all these things are super cute, but they're super yummy too. So I think your friends and family are gonna love it. And if not, you will, right? Okay. Look how pretty. So festive. Thank you guys so much for watching. And for these and other fun recipes, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time.